Good morning, children. Now we discuss the placenta and its function. The placenta, when the embryo is growing or the fetus is growing, it looks like a human being, that's why it is called fetus. It is 8 weeks old. So it needs the oxygen, nutrients, and it also releases the waste and carbon dioxide. This special function is performed by the placenta. The placenta is a disc-like structure that is formed by the uterine wall and the extension of the fetus. The placenta, as is looking in the diagram, this like structure attached to the uterine wall and connect with the placenta of the fetus. It means the placenta formed by the finger-like structure called villi. So two set of villi are there. Number one, the uterine placenta, uterine villi, maternal placenta, and the number two, the fetal placenta, the finger-like structure of the fetus. So the two set of villi, one is maternal and another one is fetal placenta. So they are unlocked. The one is for like this and the another is intermingled with the another. The placenta is formed now by the two set of villi, as I told just now. The one set are given by the uterine wall and the another by the extension of the embryo. This is the fetus, embryo. The protecting membrane of the embryo is amnion. The fluid filled in this space is amniotic fluid. The outer wall is chorion. This is the yolk sac. It is not needed in mammals. It is needed in oviparous animals, in the birds, etc. Because it provides the nourishment. In our body, the human body, the nourishment is provided by the placenta. And this is the allantois. And this one the placenta. So the two set of villi interlocked, the blood of the embryo comes in close contact with the blood of the mother. But never mingle, never mix with the blood of the mother. For example, if the blood vessels of the fetus and mothers are mixed, the high blood pressure of the mother, when the blood flows the same pressure in the fetus, the blood cells rupture. Give reason. Sometimes question has come, why the blood of the fetus and mother is not mixed. So first reason, the high blood pressure of the mother ruptured the soft tissues of the fetus. And the number two, the placenta is permeable. It does not semi-permeable, act as a semi-permeable, not allow all the substances to pass through it. If the permeable, all the germs can pass into the fetus. So it acts as the blood of the both is not mixed. So now the functions of the placenta is divided into two categories. Number one, the transportation from mother to fetus, and second one, fetus to mother. So we first discuss the transportation function. From mother to fetus, it allow oxygen, nutrients, glucose, oxygen, glucose, amino acids, minerals, vitamins. Next, the other substances. It is advised not to take any narcotic drugs by mother, because these drugs, the nicotine and the alcohol, certain drugs can also pass through the placenta. So it is advised not to take the drugs during the pregnancy time. So these are from the mother to fetus: glucose, amino acid, minerals, vitamins, and the antibody. The passive antibodies we have discussed in the 9th class. So these are the substances from mother to fetus. The lipids are there, the fatty acids are there, means all the nutrients. From fetus to mother, the CO2, urea and nitrogenous waste. Nitrogenous waste, the other waste from fetus to mother. So first function of the placenta is transportation. The second function of the placenta is act as a endocrine gland. As a endocrine gland produces estrogen and progesterone hormone, that are estrogen and progesterone hormone. So act as a endocrine gland. So the function of placenta, transportation and act as a endocrine function. As an endocrine gland, it releases the two hormones, estrogen and progesterone. Now we discuss the function of the amniotic fluid. Amniotic fluid. In the early stages of the gestation, the embryo fixed in the uterine wall in the form of blastula or blastocyst. Blastocyst or blastula. When it develops, it needs the nutrients that is taken by placenta and the well protected by amnion, chorion and extraembryonic allantois. So these are the protective covering of the embryo: amnion, chorion and allantois. They play an important role in the development from the developing up to the birth. So the amnion is the covering that surround the fetus, and the amniotic fluid is present between the amnion and the fetus. So the fluid is a shock absorber. The function of the amniotic fluid: number 1, it protects the embryo from physical damage or physical shock. Any mechanical shock or any physical shock or damage. Number 2, it keeps the pressure all around the embryo is same. It keep even pressure around the fetus. Next, the strict movement. After the 5 or 6 months of the pregnancy, the fetus moves. It is moved due to the presence of amniotic fluid. So the amniotic fluid provided restricted movement. The slight movement in the embryo is possible due to the amniotic fluid. Next, if the amniotic fluid is not there, the fetus can stick to the wall of amnion. So it prevents sticking of fetus to amnion. So these are the functions of the placenta. It prevents the fetus from the physical damage, physical shock, mechanical shock. It equalizes the air, the pressure. It equalizes pressure around the fetus, even pressure. Then it provides the restricted movement within the womb. Next, it prevents the sticking of the fetus to the amnion. So these are the functions of the placenta.